Good morning. It's 20 past 8 in the morning on the 10th of October. I'm not quite awake yet, actually. So my beard might be on sideways. I don't know. Yeah, it's looking a bit there, somehow there, looking a bit untidy. But this morning I finished my I managed to get all my radicals on WaniKani up to guru level, which then unlocked the next set of lessons, which will be 18 Kanji. And I've been reading a guide. I won't pretend to understand all of it so far, but I've been looking at a guide by JPRS Pereira. It may be Sperera, I don't know. And they have written a guide on WaniKani called My Journey of 368 Days, the ultimate guide for WK. And they basically have completed WaniKani up to level 60, and it's a treatise on their thoughts on their advice for doing it. So I've had a look at that, because while I was doing the radicals the last few days, I wonder why the gap between the initial lesson on the initial 26 radicals and then reviewing it was quite short to begin with. Then it got longer and longer and longer, which I understand, but then I thought I would be seeing something new to do sooner than I did. And having read this guide, I think I understand that the way the spaced repetition works is you do your initial lesson, then there is a 4-hour gap, and after 4 hours or so you're able to do the review. Then after you've done that review, there is an 8-hour gap, and after you've done that review, 12 hours, then 24-ish, which adds up to 2 days, I think, doesn't it? 24, 12, 8 and 4. Yeah. So that basically adds up to 2 days, I think. And then it unlocks the next thing. Also on this guide, though, it shows you, I think it was on this guide, let me just double check. Level 1 is slow. Why? Yes. They've done a graph of the workload for studying with WaniKani. And if you're looking at it now, you'll see that, yes, it starts slow, but it ramps up with pretty, it ramps up pretty quickly. So, as they say, WaniKani works like the snowball effect. At the start, it doesn't seem like much, but things will definitely start to pile up. And that's precisely why it's important for every beginner to understand how the system works. So that's what I'm trying to do, is understand how it works. One thing I found yesterday while I was it yesterday? On the last video anyway, which is all from my computer screen. My computer seemed to struggle a little bit with dealing with its own recording of its own screen, which doesn't make much sense to me. But I'm going to persevere with it for this set of lessons, because I was going to use Surokame on the phone and screen capture that, but I thought it would be a good idea just to at least show what the Kanji lessons look like on the real website. Going forward, perhaps that will change. I probably won't end up showing all lessons, because that wouldn't really be fair on WaniKani, would it? The developers, but and it probably will get quite boring if I just show every single lesson and every single revision I do. So as time goes on, I suppose that the episodes will become more general, more overview-ish. So let's see. We've got, as I say, 26 radicals into Guru, and they are, where do I look at them? So I'm in the pleasant level. So these, he says, here we are. So these guys are all in Guru level now. Still says they're new, but I don't know how long new lasts for. Unlocked within the last 5 days. So yeah, if we go back, there we are. Right, so we haven't got anything left there, but we've got Kanji, which are pink. So radicals blue, Kanji pink by the looks of things. Or maybe that just means they're apprentice. No, Kanji pink. They're the ones that have unlocked. There are 18 of them. Obviously, they're not all showing there. So let us click on... I guess I'll click here. yeah, let's click on that and see how we go with the first lesson. Nope, that wasn't right. Ah, there we are. Start session. Okay, well, let's just have a quick sip of the coffee. Still waking up. Oh, and the reason for doing this so early, I was trying to explain that, wasn't I? Because it's 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours. If I do it now, my review, I think, will be at about 12:30. And then my second review will be about 8:30. And then my next review will be at 8:30 tomorrow morning. And then my guru review, I think, will be at 8:30 the following morning. So it's trying to be as efficient as possible, certainly in these early levels. Yeah, to get the snowball rolling down the hill, basically. So let's start the session. See Wagwan. Sorry, see what's going on. This kanji is composed of one radical. Okay, so that's the radical for one. The kanji for one. I think I knew that one already. I think a lot of us probably do. Even complete neophytes to the language. So this kanji is composed of one radical. Can you see where the radical fits in the kanji? Well, of course I can, because it's a single radical kanji. Okay. Lying on the ground is something that looks just like the ground, the number one. Why is this number one? Why is this one lying down? It's been shot by the number two. It's lying there, bleeding out and dying. The number one doesn't have long to live. Okay. Right. So this, I think, is a way of trying to really make you picture this kanji in a specific place and time here. Hint, to remember the meaning of one. Imagine yourself there at the scene of the crime. You grab one in your arms, trying to prop it up, trying to hear its last words. Instead, it just splatters some blood onto your face. Who did this to you? You ask. The number one points weakly, and you see the number two running off into an alleyway. He's always been jealous of number one and knows he can be number one now. He's taken the real number one out. That's mental. I like it, though. Number one. So a reading mnemonic. Oh, hang on, there's reading there. Wait a minute. Did I miss something? No. Okay. Nothing to scroll down to. Okay. So the reading mnemonics. We've got ichi, which I think I probably heard it as ich. Ich ni sanshi. You know, people hear that on songs and things, but ichi. But the I on the end of chi gets elided, doesn't it? Ichi and itsu. As you're sitting there next to one, holding up, you start feeling a weird sensation all over your skin. I know where this is going. From the wound comes a fine powder, obviously coming from the special bullet used to kill one. Where did that bracket come from? That causes the person it touches to get extremely itchy. Oh, okay. Itchy. Make sure you feel the ridiculously itchy sensation covering your body. It climbs from your hands where you're holding the number one up and then goes up through your arms, crawls up your neck, goes down your body and covers everything. Everything. I've got a cream for that. It becomes uncontrollable and you're scratching everywhere, writhing on the ground. It's so itchy that it's the most painful thing you've ever experienced. You should imagine this vividly so you remember the reading of this kanji. Ichi, and there is itsu, but that's not one they're talking about. Okay. There's not more, is there? No. Okay. Here's a glimpse of some of the vocabulary we'll be learning in the future. Oh, no. What? How do you say that then? Oh. Hitotsu. Okay. Here's a glimpse of some of the vocabulary we're learning. So we've got one thing. And we've got alone. One person, obviously. Hitori. Okay. One. This the murderer. It was him what done it, officer. I seen him running down an alleyway with a powder gun or something. This kanji composed of one radical. Can you see where the radical fits? Yes, obviously. It's right there. The kanji 2 and the radical 2 are the exact same things. Therefore, you know the kanji for 2 already. More simply put, you can just know that this kanji is double of 1. It's 2 lines. It's not all that hard to remember. Correct. So that would be ni. Think of all the things you have 2 of. What's the most important? Some would say eyes, some would say ears. I would say the ni, because if you didn't have them, it would be really hard to go upstairs. Cows don't have knees like us, and they can go upstairs, but they can't go downstairs. I think that's true. Imagine yourself without two knees. You'd walk like a Minecraft dude, wouldn't you? And see what it would be like. Would it give you trouble? What can you do? Just imagine this for a minute or two. Just imagining this for a minute or two will help you to remember the reading of this kanji more effectively. Again, I don't think this one I'm going to have too much trouble with. Ichi. Yeah, that's okay. Have I done... Did I skip a thing? No, okay. Here is a glimpse of some of the vocabulary you'll be learning in the future that utilize the kanjis. We've got two. We got futari. Futari. Oh, I've heard that in a Morning Musume song. Futari. Probably more than one, but yeah, it's like two people, but sort of like me and you. It can have all sorts of connotations, I think. Alone, I think we've seen that one already, haven't we? Hitori. Hitori is also in several of their songs. It's a girl pop band. Of course, most of the songs are about relationships. So let's just swing right back through. Make sure we're happy. Is that going to take me back to the beginning, the quiz again? So we've got one. There he is, Ichi. And we're only considering Ichi, aren't we? We're all Ichi. We've got... Oh, it's going mental. Oh, well, forget about it. Let's just do the quiz. Because if we get it wrong, we get it wrong. It's learning. It's not... people get very upset. As I've said before, I worked in schools for a while, and it's quite difficult to get kids and adults, to be honest, to understand that you're not going to be good at it right away. If you're good at it right away, what's the point of being in the lesson? So, yeah, it's wonderful if something clicks, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. And sometimes that helps it really stick it in your memory even better. So let's have a go at this quiz. The kanji meaning. We know that one is 7, don't we? Person. The kanji reading. Jesus wept already. The kanji reading. No. Oh, my life. I was 9 years old, wasn't I? 9 years old. Cucumbers and cookies. So how do I type this? Let's see. I wonder if it'll let me do the other one. Oh, I don't know how to. Would I just do that? Check it out. Clever WaniKani. Well done, you. Tap on head. Did you know this item has multiple possible readings? I did. I typed them both. Check me out, man. Ichi. I'm all Ichi. I like the way that typing works. That's brilliant. Okay. Kanji reading. Jin. Yeah, I'm the only person at Nintendo wearing jeans. Oh. I have to put a space on there. Nin. I don't know if it's going to like that space on the end. It better not mark me wrong for doing that. All right. I did know that, yes. Ah, that's cool. And obviously, yeah, it gives you the reading. Wicked. Right. She cheated. She cheated. She cheated. Yeah. 2. This is fun, by the way. I'm enjoying this. See, in my head, I mean, knee. Knee is just what it is, but knee. Yeah, you got 2 knees. Why did I think so long about that? Golly. Kanji meaning. Oh, you got to be... Yeah. Ah. Yes, okay, so the your response box there changes to some kanji if it's a kanji that they want from you. So the meaning is 2. The meaning is 1. The meaning is 9. All right. So obviously I have, what have I just done there? 5 out of 18. So I have 13 left to do. We've been recording now for 25 minutes. I don't think there's any good reason to carry on recording and show you everything, because you just won't watch it. But I think that gives you a nice little view of how the kanji lessons work. So when it comes to the review at hopefully about, well, look at the time now, probably about 1 o'clock this afternoon. Perhaps I'll video that and tack that on the end. But yeah, until this afternoon, probably. Love you, bye. So I was incorrect about when you get to do your next review. It turns out it's an hour for the first one, which probably makes sense. I'm going to guess it's an hour, 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, I think. It's only give me 10 reviews, though. And looking, let's have a look. So those kanji, well, that's, oh yeah, reviewing. So I've got some reviewing in an hour and some reviewing now. Does it split them up like that on purpose? I don't know. Or is it because I ticked over to 9 o'clock, possibly, on some of them? I don't know. But anyway, let's have a look at these 10 reviews, see how we get on. And I'm using the Tsurukame app just for a change of pace. So let's see how this goes. Reviews. Right, what does that mean? Well, we know that means power. Whoop. Now, what's the reading? Now, that was Ricky the Rock. Ricky the Rock. So we're going to say it's Ri. Ki. Yo, yo, yo. That's enter. Now I remember that by thinking I enter the TP and I find a new car. It's new. Yes. This is a cross, but it means 10. The 10 commandments goes with the cross. That's 8. It's got the fins. I've got these fish with 8 fins on them, and I chuck them all down a hatch. Hachi. Yes. The reading of this, I'm wearing 10 rings. They're covered with jewels. So I'm thinking it's Jew. Is it Jew? Jew. Yes. Meaning is 8. We know that one. Reading 9. When I was 9 years old, I liked cookies and cucumbers. Coo. Yes. Meaning 2. Oh, that's one thing with when I'm using the phone here. I'm a bit fat-fingered on the old keypad. I don't think if I turn it... No, turning it sideways doesn't give me the big keypad, unfortunately. So I just have to be double careful when I'm typing them in. 2. Good. Person. Yep. I have 2 knees. Yep. Kanji reading. I'm the only person at Nintendo who doesn't like wearing jean shorts. Nin. Okay. Kanji meaning is 3. Kanji meaning is enter. We enter the TP. Kanji meaning is 7. Not so tough, that. San, because Santa Claus gives you 3 strikes and you're out. So you get to be naughty 3 times. And if you are, you don't get your presents that year. So San. The number 1 was shot with a gun. And the bullet had this itchy powder in it, didn't it? Yes. Number 1. She cheated, but she still only got 7%. Shichi. Kanji meaning 9. No problem there. Sweet. All right. So let's see, what does this mean? So I've got 26 guru on this level. I've got 10 at apprentice and 8 at novice on this level. So those, I don't know which one's higher. 10 at apprentice, guru. So novice haven't been reviewed yet. So yes, these guys here, I get to have a look at in an hour. So we'll stop there and we'll have a look at those in an hour's time. Love you, bye. So we've got our, you can see a little alert there on Turikame. So we're going to click on that. We've got our next 8 reviews. So let's just get into them, shall we? What is that? That is big. That's a big guy in tie-dye. Yeah. That's above, isn't it? Above. That's big. Oh, that's Jorm. So Jo. Yep. Woman. Oh man, woman. It's a smaller. It's the woman who lives with Jo. It's Jo. So it's just like that, I think. Yep. Kanji reading construction. Construction. Mountains. Oh, san. Excuse me. San. So Everest-san, Fuji-san. They greet each other. So that'd be san. Oh, I didn't press space after the N. I don't know if it accepted that or not. It's got 100% thumb at the top, so hopefully I'm okay. Damn it. Mouth. Robot mouth. Construction. I don't know whether apprentice popped up for that one. I didn't get the N on. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Below. Or was it under? Below? Above, below. They seem to go together. No, I don't think that did. Damn you. Under the ground I found a car. Yeah. Yes. Woman. I think I missed a couple there with the below and the N. That's disappointing. Mouth coal construction. So I put those two together in my brain because they both have the same reading at the moment anyway. River. The cow was in the river. The cow was in the river. So cow was. That didn't say apprentice either. So maybe I don't know. River. Boom. Okay, 8 out of 8. All right, so it accepted the N. That's good. Because it is a slight. Well, it's something to remember, isn't it? Something that gets in the way slightly, having to press space after the N. So I'm happy about that. And our remaining, so we've got a review in 2 hours and a review in 3 hours. It's odd the way it splits up like that, but there we are. I probably won't carry on showing the reviews for today. I think we're going to call it there because the video will be far too long, but you get the idea. So next video, I hopefully will have gurued my kanji, or the majority of them, but we'll be looking at the vocabulary, I suppose. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching, as per always. Subscribe, comments, likes, blah, 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 blah. Love you, bye.